This week on Granite State Challenge, the team from Plymouth Regional High School takes on the team from Trinity High School in Manchester. Only one team will advance. Granite State Challenge starts now.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by NEA New Hampshire, Safety Insurance, the New Hampshire Lottery, DF Richard Energy, Cognia, HRCU, and viewers like you. Thank you. Get ready. It's time for New Hampshire high schools to match wits in a high-stakes scholastic showdown. It's time for Granite State Challenge. Here's your host, John Cannon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Granite State Challenge. This week is our second semifinal match. One team has already punched their ticket to the Granite State Challenge Championship, and we've got two teams here this week hoping to join them. Let's introduce them to you. First up, we have the team from Plymouth Regional High School, and they're led by senior captain Dash, who has an interesting story about his elementary school.
I do, yeah. Matthew Whaley Elementary School in Williamsburg, Virginia is haunted.
Who is it haunted by?
So the founder of the school, her son named Maddie, haunts the whole building. And when I was in third grade, Maddie came into my classroom, shut the lights off, and took our projector and just flung it down.
So you've had an encounter with Maddie.
Very, very scary. Yeah.
Bit of a prankster, huh?
Exactly.
All right. Speaking of which, he's joined by Khalil, a junior, and Khalil is taking a class that I don't know much about. Tell us about it.
All right, so I'm taking AP Music Theory, taught by my wonderful music teacher at my Plymouth Regional High School, Mr. Gunn. And it's a class really that's oriented around analyzing music and finding, the deeper parts of it that most people wouldn't really realize.
Maybe some sort of patterns and scales and
Definitely.
all of that fun stuff. Do you do any composition in the class?
We do. We do a bunch of compositions every year, and to finalize this semester, we're making a composition about we're making a composition for a silent movie.
Oh, that should be fun. Excellent. All right, Khalil is joined by senior Natalie, who learned a lifelong skill during COVID. What is that?
I learned how to knit.
All right, and what have you knit so far?
At first I knit an 8-foot-long scarf, which wasn't very functional due to its length, but now I've moved on to socks.
All right, so maybe a little bit more functional,
Yes.
right? How do folks like your socks? Do they like them?
I gave my sister a pair. I think she was fine with them. I don't know.
All right.
Not very complimentary.
Keep it up. They make for great gifts and a good skill as well. And rounding out the team is senior Jason, a fashionista, made a really cool outfit recently. What is it?
For homecoming week,
Your theme?
your theme, thanks,
Yep.
was 70s for the seniors, and I made a sequin jumpsuit and a fur coat, and I bought all the fabric and made
And
it.
how did it
Yeah.
turn out?
Turned out great.
Turned
I was
out
the best
fantastic.
dressed.
Nothing says 70s like a fur coat and a
Yeah.
jumpsuit, huh? All right. The team alternates are Trevor and Reagan, and the team is coached by Jay Fogarty and Troy Harris, and they're the team from Plymouth Regional High School. And facing off against them this week is the team from Trinity High School in Manchester. They are led by senior captain Katie, who is a music fan, and among her favorites are some of my favorites, including
Elton John and the Beatles.
Elton John and the Beatles. I won't ask you which one you like better, but as a Beatles fan,
Elton John.
okay, well then there you go. What is it you like so much about Elton John?
I love all the storytelling behind his music. He composes it and his friend writes the lyrics, but it's just such a good duo. Like the
Great
stories
duo,
come out
right?
great. Yeah.
Do you got a favorite song? Maybe favorite
Goodbye
album?
Yellow Brick Road.
Good classic. All right, Katie is joined by Liam. Liam is a senior and has, I think, a pretty cool collection.
Yeah, I collect playing cards.
Playing cards, right? How long have you been doing that?
I'm honestly not really sure. At some point, I just started accumulating them, and then that kind of became my thing.
All right. Do you have a particular set or a deck that you're fond of?
Yeah, I like really unique ones. I went to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, and I got one there, and the cards are circular. So it's not very practical, but it's just an interesting twist on it.
Very cool nonetheless. All right, Liam is joined by Hayden, who also started a new skill, this time an athletic skill. What is it?
Started playing basketball about a year and a half ago.
Okay, just a year and a half ago started playing basketball, and how's it going so far?
Going good. Made a lot of friends, made a lot of progress in the game. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a specialty in the game? Something you're particularly good at?
Rebounding, and I'm also pretty good at shooting.
All right. Hey, well, you need both to win basketball games, right? All right. And Hayden is joined by Matt, also an athlete. Let's talk about some of your sports. What did you used to do in the winter?
Well, in 8th grade, I picked up wrestling, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the movement of it, the fact that it was endurance-based, but not running.
Yeah. And what about in the spring? What are you looking forward to?
This spring, I'm picking up throwing, because sadly Trinity doesn't have a wrestling team. I'm looking to start one. But...
So being a thrower on the track team.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. All right. The alternates for the team are sophomores Desmond and Tyler, and the coaches are Andrew Lavoie and Lewis Sievers, and they're the team from Trinity High School. All right, thanks so much, teams. But before we get started, one last introduction, of course. Back with us again this week and all weeks is Ann Belanger, our judge. All right, teams, introductions are out of the way. Go ahead and grab those signaling devices because it's time to play Granite State Challenge. We're going to start in round one with 10-point toss-up questions. So, Plymouth Trinity, good luck, and here we go. What alloy do you get if you mix copper and tin? Khalil of Plymouth.
Bronze.
Yes. This founding father was the Surgeon General of the Continental Army, and his work studying mental disorders led to his being named Father of American Psychiatry in 1965 by the American Psychiatric Association. Khalil of Plymouth.
Blackwell.
Sorry, no. Katie of Trinity?
Addison.
Nope, good guesses. His name was Benjamin Rush. In its list of the 100 best songs of 2022, Billboard lists this song by Steve Lacy as the #1 song. Matt of Trinity.
I wish I knew.
Sorry, no. Plymouth. Khalil?
You wanted me.
Nope, it is Bad Habit. Bad Habit is the name of the song. All right, teams, in 1969, this man pleaded guilty to the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. He was sentenced to 99 years. He died in prison in 1998 at age 70. Matt of Trinity.
Ray?
James Earl Ray, yes. All right, teams, who created the character Ichabod Crane for the story The Legend of Sleepy Hollow? Natalie of Plymouth.
Irving.
I need the first name.
Washington.
Yes, correct. Teams, what room in the White House has a major radius of 35 feet 10 inches and a minor radius of 29 feet? Hayden of Trinity.
The Oval Office.
That's right. All right, it is time for our power question coming to you on your monitors. We're going to double the points, so 20-point toss-up coming your way. Take a look.
While he is not necessarily a superhero, this nautical cartoon character does have super strength when he eats his spinach.
Dash of Plymouth.
Popeye.
That's right. In the Marvel Universe, Tom Hiddleston plays the Norse god Loki, who is known to be mischievous, a mischievous trickster. Spell mischievous. Hayden of Trinity.
Mischievous.
You got them all. Well done. Jackie Joyner-Kersee, considered by many to be one of the best all-around women athletes of all time, competed in the long jump and the heptathlon. She won gold medals in the heptathlon in the 1988 and 1992 Olympics. How many events are there in the heptathlon? Liam of Trinity?
7.
That's right. Rapper and producer Timothy Zachary Mosley, who has worked with Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, Madonna, Rihanna, Drake, and Bjork, is better known by this name. Dash of Plymouth.
Timbaland.
That's right. This woodwind instrument features a blowpipe, a bag, a chanter, and one or more drones. Khalil of Plymouth.
Bagpipe.
Yes. This president, who served from 1897 until his assassination in 1901, was the first president to serve in the 20th century. Khalil of Plymouth.
McKinley.
Yes. In 1955, this black singer made her debut with the Metropolitan Opera in New York, making her the first black soloist to appear at the Met. Khalil of Plymouth.
Aretha Franklin.
Sorry, no. Matt of Trinity.
Billie Holiday?
Sorry, nope, it is Marian Anderson. All right, teams. Apollo 15 astronauts David Scott and James Irwin became the first people to travel across the surface of the moon in a lunar module. Commander Scott also used a hammer and a feather to prove this man's theory that when there is no air resistance, objects will fall at the same rate regardless of mass. Hayden of Trinity.
Newton.
Sorry, no. Khalil of Plymouth.
Galileo.
That is the one, yes. And that sound ends the round, and it looks like Plymouth out to a bit of a lead at the end of round 1. All right, good start, teams. Keep it going as we go into round 2, which is our 3 strikes and you're out round. As you remember, each team gets 10 questions. We go player by player right down the line until all 10 are answered or until 3 strikes and you're out. Each team has 3 passes, and as a reminder, there is a clue to the next question in the previous question. So, we will start with Plymouth and Dash. The $1 coin in this country is known as the loonie.
Oh, Canada.
Yes. Khalil, the common loon is found in New Hampshire. It is known for its mournful calls, including this wavering call, which shares its name for a wavering sound in music and a lever you can attach to the bridge of an electric guitar to vary the pitch of a note.
Vibrato?
Sorry, it's tremolo. Natalie. In 1965, this musician famously went electric at the Newport Folk Festival and opened with the song Maggie's Farm and then moved on to Like a Rolling Stone.
Hendrix?
It is Bob Dylan. Jason, Welsh poet Dylan Thomas, advised readers not to go gentle into this in a 1947 poem.
Pass.
Pass to Dash.
Night?
Night, we'll take that. It's a good night, but we'll take that. Khalil, in the picture book Good Night Moon by Margaret Wise Brown, what animal is saying good night?
Pass.
Well, Natalie?
A bunny?
That is right. Jason, in the song Little Bunny Foo Foo, what animal is being picked up and bobbed on the head? You have one more pass. Okay, Dash?
Weasel?
Nope. It is a field mouse or field mice, and that ends your 3 strikes round. All right, Trinity, over to you. Same drill. Katie, we'll start with you. This is your question. Author Lois Lowry has won 2 Newbery Medals, one in 1993 for her novel The Giver, and one in 1990 for this novel about Anne Marie Johansson and her best friend Ellen Rosen, who live in Nazi-controlled Copenhagen, Denmark.
Sorry, I don't know.
Or it is called Number the Stars, was the title of that. Liam, this popular astronomer hosted the 1980 series Cosmos and is known for the catchphrase, billions and billions of stars, although in the series he said billions upon billions.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No, it is Carl Sagan. Hayden, Cosmo Kramer was a kooky neighbor in this series.
Pass.
Matt, your question?
Seinfeld.
That is right. Katie, this animated series about a red sweatered character and his family and friends is based on characters from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Pass.
Liam?
Daniel Tiger?
Yes. Hayden, Tiger Woods is considered by many to be the greatest in this sport.
Golf.
That is right. Matt, Manchester Central High graduate Adam Sandler portrays a hockey player turned golfer in this 1996 film.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes. Katie, Happy Days was a sitcom set in the 1950s and starred Henry Winkler as this cool leather-jacketed character who was fond of saying, "Ay."
David.
No, it is the Fonz or Fonzie or Arthur Fonzarelli, and that ends your 3 strikes round. All right, nice job, teams. At this time, I would like to invite the alternates to come on up and join their teams as we head into round 3. Round 3 is our 60-second round, and in each round, we'll give each team 10 questions in a category, and if they answer all 10 questions correct, we'll give them a bonus of 10 points for each question. And we will take the captain's answers as the team answers. And we're going to start with the team trailing, which is Trinity. So Katie, You and your team can choose from these categories: animal habitats, the sound remains the same, and if the shoe fits.
Like the sound?
Sure.
The sound remains the same.
The sound remains the same. Okay, the answers to the following will be words or phrases that are homonyms. So 2 words with the same sound, only need to say it once, all right? So Katie, again, I'll take your answer as the team answers. 60 seconds, start the clock. A type of fence, a famous charge, or what you don't want to do to your nose.
Picket.
Yes. What you should do with your toys, or a famous single-name singer.
Play. Coldplay.
Share. A place to keep your tools, or what a furry dog does.
Shed.
Yes. A bird that quacks, or what you do when a ball is
Duck.
thrown at your head.
Duck.
Yes. This could be what you hit a ball with, or a flying mammal.
A bat.
Yes. Something you put in your car to make it go, or something you can cook with.
Cass.
Yes. Something you do with your lips to show displeasure, or a place to keep your wallet.
Purse.
Yes. Something you measure with, or someone who runs a country.
A ruler.
Yes. An accepted rule or principle, or a large piece of artillery.
Cannon?
Cannon.
Yes. A part you play, or a bread you eat with dinner.
A roll.
Yes. Well done. And at the end, 9 out of 10 on your 60-second rounds. Well done, Trinity. We turn over to Plymouth. All right, Dash, you and your team can choose from animal habitats or if the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits. All right. The answers to the following will be related to footwear. All right, Dash will take your answer as the team answer. 60 seconds. Start the clock. This story features a cobbler and a nighttime helper.
The tinker and the...
What?
The Tink and the Shoes.
Sorry, it's the Elf and the Shoemaker. The music for this 2012 musical was written by Cyndi Lauper.
Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots, Kinky Boots.
Yes. This could be a shoe with no back or a hybrid of a donkey and a horse.
A mule.
Mule.
Yes. Cinderella lost this running away from the ball.
Glass slipper.
Yes. This could be a political change of position or a beach shoe.
A slipper.
Flip-flop. Flip-flop.
Yes. Carl Perkins and Elvis warned not to step on these.
Blue suede shoes.
Yes. What you might call someone who won't do anything wrong, or a song by Adam Ant.
Oh, Goody Two Shoes.
Goody Two Shoes.
Yes. Dorothy clicked her heels wearing these
Ruby
shoes.
slippers.
Yes. These high-top sneakers have a star on the side.
Converse.
Yes, we'll take that. This could be a slip-on shoe or a lazy person.
Uggs. Do you guys know?
Uggs? Sure, I don't know.
Ugg.
Sorry, it is a loafer. 8 out of 10 on your 60-second rounds. All right, well done, both teams. Alternates, you can go ahead and take your seats. Thank you so much. And we are going to go into round 4. In round 4, we're going to continue with our toss-up questions. We're going to double the point value to 20 points, but we'll also be deducting 20 points for incorrect responses. So play smart, play strategic. It's a tight game. Good luck to both teams. In 2021, Rolling Stone magazine ranked this Bruce Springsteen song about getting out while you can at number 27 on its top 500 greatest songs of all time list. It was Born to Run. Born to Run. All right, teams, we have a math question. You have pencil and paper if you want it. What is the area of a triangle with a base of 10 inches and a height of 10 inches? Liam of Trinity.
50 square inches.
That is right. This man, who served as president from 1993 until 2001, was the first president to serve in the 21st century. Khalil of Plymouth.
Bill Clinton.
Right. All right, our next question is a science question, and it is coming to you on your monitors. Take a look.
My name is Jay. I'm with the New Hampshire Science Teachers Association, and I have a science question for you. This member of the Corvidae family is also the mascot for a Canadian baseball team.
Hayden of Trinity.
Blue Jays.
That is right. In 1973, the American League voted to add this position to their baseball teams, a position all Red Sox and David Ortiz fans are grateful for. Dash of Plymouth.
Designated hitter.
Right. Playwright Edward Albee is perhaps best known for this play featuring two couples, George and Martha and Nick and Honey. The play's title asks the question, who's afraid of this 20th century English writer known for her stream of consciousness writing style? Natalie of Plymouth.
Virginia Woolf.
Yes. This native of what is now Hampton Falls, New Hampshire, is often referred to as the father of New Hampshire. He served as the first president of the state of New Hampshire from 1784 to 1785. He was succeeded by John Langdon. Khalil of Plymouth.
Wentworth.
Sorry, nope. His name was Meshach Ware. Meshach Ware. All right, teams, for this next question, go ahead and take a look at your monitors. This 1892 work, In Her Garden, by Childe Hassam, depicts this poet and writer in her garden on Appledore Island in the Isles of Shoals, off the coast of New Hampshire. We were looking for Celia Thaxter on that one. Celia Thaxter. All right, teams, in 1969, this politician from Brooklyn, New York, became the first black woman elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, where she served for 7 terms. Natalie of Plymouth.
Chisholm.
That is right, Shirley Chisholm. Choreographer and film and stage director Bob Fosse won the Academy Award for this 1972 musical about life in Germany in the 1930s during the rise of the Nazi Party in the Weimar Republic. Hayden of Trinity.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Sorry, no. It was Cabaret, was what we were looking for. The Broadway show Wicked is based on a 1995 novel by Gregory Maguire, which is based on the 1939 movie The Wizard of Oz, and the 1900 novel The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by this author. Natalie of Plymouth.
Baum.
L. Frank Baum, yes. All right, teams, another picture question coming to you on your monitors. You are looking at a venomous snake found in eastern North America, including southern New England. It takes its name from its distinctive color. Dash of Plymouth.
Copperhead?
That's right. In 1990, after 27 years behind bars, this future president of South Africa was released from Victor Verser prison. Dash of Plymouth.
Mandela.
Yes. This opera by Giacomo Puccini tells the tragic story of a young Japanese girl, Cho-Cho-san, who falls in love with an American naval officer, B.F. Pinkerton. Khalil of Plymouth.
Madam Butterfly.
Yes. English singer-songwriter Declan Patrick McManus, known for songs like Every Day I Write the Book, Oliver's Army, and Veronica, is better known by his stage name, which combines the names of the King of Rock and Roll and the comedy partner of Lou Abbott. It's Elvis Costello. All right, teams, this once common childhood disease is caused by the varicella zoster virus. Khalil of Plymouth.
Polio.
Sorry, no. Katie of Trinity.
Chickenpox?
That is right. In 1849, this future U.S. president was awarded patent number 6469 for his invention of a bellows system designed to lift boats over obstructions in a river, making him the only U.S. president to be issued a patent. And I learned that it was Abraham Lincoln. This director of films like A Beautiful Mind, Apollo 13, and The Da Vinci Code got his start in Hollywood playing Opie Taylor on The Andy Griffith Show. Folks at home know him, Ron Howard. All right, in March of 2019, over 1 million young people around the world went on strike to protest this. Hayden of Trinity.
Climate change.
That's right. All right, our next question is coming to you from a special guest on your monitors. Take a look.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Rule, host of Our Hometown. Storyland opened in 1954. It features nursery rhyme and fairy tale characters and rides, and it's located in this unincorporated village in Bartlett, New Hampshire.
Liam of Trinity.
Glenn.
That's right. And thank you to Rebecca Rule. This Alaska governor was John McCain's running mate in the 2008 U.S. presidential election. Matt of Trinity.
Sarah Palin.
That's right. In a 1983 speech, to the National Association of Evangelicals, this U.S. president called the Soviet Union an evil empire. Matt of Trinity.
Reagan.
That's right. In 1932, this president ordered the removal of the Bonus Army of World War I veterans, looking for early payments of a promised military bonus from the encampments they had set up in Washington, D.C. Natalie of Plymouth.
Hoover.
Yes. Teams, what amendment revoked the 18th Amendment, which prohibited the manufacture, sale, exportation, and transportation of intoxicating liquors? Khalil of Plymouth.
The 21st Amendment.
That's right. Writer, abolitionist, and suffragist Julia Ward Howe was the co-founder of the American Woman Suffrage Association and the author of the words to this Civil War anthem, which is set to the music of John Brown's Body. Matt of Trinity.
Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Right. Teams, what is the sum of the square root of 64 plus the cube root of 64? Dash of Plymouth.
12.
Yes. In 1973, the Paris Peace Accords officially ended this war. Natalie of Plymouth.
The Vietnam War.
That's right. In 2015, Steph Curry led the Golden State Warriors to its first NBA championship since 1975, defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers. The team won again in 2017 and 2018. His last championship was in 2022. And that sound ends the round, and with a strong fourth round, it is Plymouth moving on to the Granite State Challenge Championship. Great game, teams. Congratulations, Plymouth, on your victory. Look at that lovely sportsmanship. And Trinity, tough loss, but a hard-fought match against a really good team. Congratulations on your 2 wins. We had a lot of fun having you here. We hope you had fun being here. And we hope you had fun as well watching this close match. And we do hope you join us next week for the Granite State Challenge Championship when this Plymouth team takes on the team from Merrimack High School. That's going to do it for us this week on Granite State Challenge. I learned something. I hope you did as well. We'll see you next time.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by NEA New Hampshire, Safety Insurance, the New Hampshire Lottery, DF Richard Energy, Cognia, HRCU, and viewers like you. Thank you.